Hello and welcome to a music-filled episode of Movie Match Reviews on YouTube. Today's movie is the 1997 surprise box office hit, The Full Monty. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, it's the movie about the dudes who decided to become Chippendale dancers, right? Well, yeah, but there's a little bit more to it. It's like in the movie, Sheffield, England was one of the premier towns in England, particularly in the terms of factory and steel. However, the main plot comes into play when the factory our main characters were, well, it's actually three of them, and the group is locals, has closed down and they're laid off. This is bad for our lead character because at a certain point he's divorced his wife and he can't pay child support, so he needs a job in order to do that. But it's like after sneaking in and viewing a male striptease act that was touring, he decides to do it the easy way and form his own striptease act. It's like he recruits his best friend and his former foreman men and some other local men to form and the rest of the film is just a series of vignettes going on, like while they're trying to perform the striptease and while they're preparing to perform the striptease, and they'll boast that they're going to do what the title says and go the full Monty. Now, when this movie came out, a lot of people were not expecting this to be a hit. It was a low-budget movie, just a low-budget UK movie, and it was a big success in the UK, and it was also a big success when it came out in the US. It was even nominated for the US Academy Award Best Picture, and it received 2 thumbs up from Siskel and Ebert. Bert. And it's like, and I think that's because there's more to the story than just these guys forming a striptease act, and we actually see why he's doing it. It's like he needs to pay his child a support business. It's like he's not doing it because he's lazy and decides to earn money the hard way or the easy way. And all that. And again, the story is simple. Well, there's no outright villain in it. And plus, it's even ambiguous as to whether or not the show is actually a hit. Hit or not? Not. And it's like, if I think one gripe about the movie is that it doesn't really explain a lot. Like, for example, the most cohesive version of the plot I had to find online is that they've been breaking into their old factory and selling the steel. We don't actually see them sell the steel in the whole movie. It's just all there in the manual. As far as canon, but we're not saying that. Yeah. And plus, the plot also says that their show was a success and he was able to pay off his child support. All of those things I think really need to be said, but I think it's because they were given such a shoestring budget that they couldn't incorporate as they liked. The cast was good. Young Robert Carlyle did the lead, and watching it again in light of seeing him in Once Upon a Time, it's like I couldn't see him as Gaz. I only saw Rumpelstiltskin, with almost using the same accent he uses on the show when he's Gold. Tom Wilkinson as the old foreman, the old boss, gets a couple laughs too. It's like, as well as Mark Addy, who plays the friend who's insecure about his looks and all that. Yeah, the child actor who played the son, he was obviously in there because he lives in Sheffield or something. But this is not the first film to actually cast a local. Shadow of the Doubt did that when it was shot in Santa Rosa. They actually used a lot of local people in there, but the role was a little superfluous. They tried to give him more to do towards the end, but really for the most part he just seemed to be a walking ad. But ad is like ad for the place, again, like I said, because the actor was living there. But yeah, for the most part, Full Monty was a fun little movie. Actually, it's not Robert Carlyle actually said that when they first turned in the film to Fox, they almost said that they were going to just put it direct to video. And they said, no, put it in theaters, and they're like, okay, but this is going to flop, and it didn't. And like I said, I liked it. It's like it's charming, it's funny, and very heartfelt too. It's like, I haven't seen it yet. It's like, check it out. Yes, so that was the Full Monty. Check the channel for my previous stuff. The next review will be The Lion King. So let's move Matt signing off.